I ended up starting into elementary school, and I struggled like ridiculously hard. I genuinely almost failed every single grade level in my lower academics, like in elementary school. No joke. Um, I really struggled with like reading, writing, and spelling. I remember having to like go to these special classes for spelling, and I remember having to sit in a circle and having to learn how to read out loud. Um, I can say that that was very stressful, especially as a child, because I didn't understand why. They tried diagnosing me with dyslexia, but then they said, "Oh, you're a girl, you can't have that." And my mom, Tyler's shaking his head. My mom spent several years trying to get me diagnosed with something because it was apparent that I had some kind of an invisible disability, which I do. She was right. Um, and the doctors and teachers and other assortments of things when I was that age would not send me off for a diagnosis of any kind. They were like, no way, she doesn't portray the symptoms as everybody else with these neurological disabilities. She can't have it. Um, and I just like I struggled really hard. I spent hours and hours of day like talking to myself so that I can learn how to speak correctly, and so that I could like spell and other assortments of things because I struggled. Um, and I felt very uncomfortable in the classroom all of the time. Um, so that was a very frustrating part of my life. But I was fortunate that during that time of my life, I found music. Um, Music was the safe space for me. I didn't have to be something that I wasn't, essentially.
Hey there, everyone. Barry Hauser from the University of Illinois and Smith Walbridge Clinics. I wanted you to know that I am a huge fan of the work that Tim Hinton and his team are doing at Marching Arts Education. I recently joined him for a webinar, and that webinar, along with so many others and a tremendous amount of other resources, are located on his website. Now, if you're like me, you are constantly looking for best practices, techniques, and just want to know what others are doing in our activity. I know this information will be super helpful to you and your staff. I encourage you to consider a membership to help support Tim so we can continue providing this amazing information and other resources to our marching community. Thanks so much, and be sure to join today.